Hey guys, this is Insane Power, as I like to call myself now, Sartastic, and a few months ago I made a video with my remake of Universe by Xilent or Xilent or whatever. I don't care how it's pronounced. Anyways, I did keep you guys waiting a while, and I apologize for that, but I'm doing it now, so here we go. Okay, so I made this folder with some samples and all the presets you'll need to make this, to remake Universe. So I have a download link of I have a download link of that in the description. And yeah, so download that, and basically what I want you to do first is just remake the drum beat. That's what you want to do. Like, that's the first thing you want to do, because it kind of molds the entire song, if that makes sense, because side chaining and whatnot. So just try to copy this. And then it just repeats itself again, so yeah. You might want to put some reverb on the snare here, because on the sample that I put up, I didn't put any reverb, so yeah, you're gonna want to put some reverb. And I like to group the drums too, so whatever. Anyways, now that you have that, we're going to want to start just adding the synthesizers. So basically, massive, open four massive thingies. The first one we're going to get is, here, let me just open it. Super saw high, in parentheses. Well, that's not very high. Okay, so now that you have that, we're gonna go down here. Open up super saw low. It's not very low, but you're gonna use it for low notes, just to add some stuff. Then after that, you're going to open sub bass. Oops. And then you're going to want to open raspy bass. So it sounds like this. We're going to add some EQing to that later though. So alright, so I like to group these. Yeah, you basically have to group these. So highlight them all with Control and then click them all, and I'll just rename that Xilent or Xilent, I don't freaking care. Gonna want to label these super saw high. Probably should have just put SS low, sub, and rasp bass. Alright. So now I'm going to adjust these volume thingies. I'm an idiot, I'm sorry. To what it is up here, so super saw high 1.2 dB, super saw low 2, and then 4.2 -4. Alright. Okay, let me just minimize this here. Okay, now that we set the levels, we're going to add some effects. So I would recommend getting sausage fattener, because that's what I used. On super saw high, I put 10% on fatness, and then I put the color all the way up. Oops. Nope. There we go. So it'll sound something like that. On super low, to make it actually sound a little raspier, because it's going to be in conjunction with the bass. Sausage fattener, same thing, 10% all the way up, and then but before sausage fattener, throw in EQ8, and then just something like that. Yeah. How awesome does that sound? Anyways. Alright, so we have the EQ and the sausage fattener, both the same on super saw high and low. The sausage fattener, not the EQ. Then on sub, we're gonna put more EQ8. And let's see. What? I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, here we go. No. You just wanted to sound really powerful, so just set it like that. Nothing exact. Yeah, so that's a powerful. Let me just check over here real quick. Sub. Yeah, I pretty much have it like that, I think. Oh no. There we go, I'm a cheater. Anyways, make the EQ on the sub bass like that. Then that's all you need for the sub. Then for rasp, we're gonna need a lot for the rasp bass. Let's see. We're gonna put a lot of we're gonna boost the highs a lot in EQ8. Sorry, on rasp bass. So now we're gonna throw in sausage fattener. Let me check something. Color all the way up, fatness at like, is it 18, 17, 18, something like that. So on rasp bass, sausage fattener, throw it up to 17, color all the way up. Yeah, okay, so now we have basically everything. Well, not everything. We still have to, let's see, 2020. I'll just copy that. Okay, so make sure you grouped all of this, and in the entire group, add sidechain compression, and set the ratio to -20, or not the ratio, set the threshold to -20, ratio 7.53 or something close like that, model FF1. Everything else the same. Make sure you sidechain it to the kick drum, and then duplicate that, and then just make it the same for the snare drum too. And basically, Yeah, you'll see what that does in a little bit here. So now what we want to do is create the chord progressions with the synthesizers. So create a MIDI clip, or MIDI, I don't know. My pronunciation's probably off. I don't know. Oops. Create a MIDI frickin' clip right here. G thingy 3. There we go. And then, basically, let's see, copy this lower chord, copy the lower chords, and then just, paste them like an octave lower. See if I can do this. Oops. Yeah, so now the lower chords are an octave lower, so. Then over here, duplicate it, and then all you're gonna do is alter the lower chords. I think it's only the first one that you alter. So it's gonna sound like this. Alright, so now that you have this, I would just copy that entire MIDI selection right there, and then paste it to the lower supersaw low. Delete all of this. We're not going to do chord progressions in this in this clip. Here, let's solo this. Okay, select all of it, and then bring it one octave lower. You can use shift and the down arrow key, if you didn't know that. Actually, hold on, let me just listen to this over here for a second. Alright, so minimize that. Okay, that's too low. 1 octave higher. Okay. So duplicate that. Then once again alter the first chord, or not chord, the first note. And you have to make sure, like, just in case you forgot to sidechain compress the entire Xilent or Xilent group to the kick drum and the snare drum. Okay, so now that we have that, let's see how it sounds. Copy the supersol low MIDI clips and paste them in the sub bass. Okay, that's too low, so you're going to want to bring them up an octave or two, maybe 3. No, just 2 octaves from supersol low. Okay. And then do the same with rasp bass. I think we're gonna go now. I think we're just gonna keep it as it is. Okay. So I just duplicate all of this. And then cut off the very beginning. Yeah, so it'll sound like that. Oh, I forgot about one thing. Okay, I thought it sounded weird. On the Xilent group, just I would personally just throw in any kind of limiter after the compression, just to make it sound a little better. Forgot. Okay, we're gonna also want to change this chord progression right here. So now we have this. Okay. Okay, you're gonna want to copy all these lower notes. Throw it down here. Wait, what? Ah, crap. I really do suck. Okay. Delete this. Oh my god. Copy. Paste. Yeah, sorry about that. I'll just... God. 2 octaves up for sub bass. Rasp bass, that sounds wrong. Alright, see how it sounds. Yeah, so that's basically it. That's all you do. Let me overview this really quick. So create the drums. Just recreate the drums basically. Create a group called Xilent or whatever you want to call it, and throw in 4 massive thingies, massive, and then load in the presets that I put in this folder right here. Super saw, sausage fattener, 10%, 10% color all the way up. Super saw low, boost the highs on EQ8, same thing, and the sausage fattener same as last. Sub bass, just do that thingy right there. Rasp bass, throw up the mids, and sausage fattener at 17, color all the way up. And then for the group, you sidechain compress the entire group to the kick drum and the snare drum, and then throw in a limiter, and then you just add the chord progressions, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, and for the super saw low, sub bass, and rasp bass, they all have the same notes but in different octaves. It's all the lower notes. So So yeah, sorry for keeping you guys waiting so long for the tutorial. I just got a little lazy. If you want more tutorials, like and subscribe, comment, try to share this video with other producers if you can. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Follow me on SoundCloud or not, whatever, your choice. Thanks.